Okay, so this next video, um, I believe you pronounce it Erra.
Mm.
It's Erra, all capital. It looks like they're on Sumerian Records. The song it's called Warrior. Um, I know absolutely jack shit. I had not even heard of this band until I saw them in the comments a few times. So I guess I I don't know. I mean you've heard of them,
I've heard of them. I've heard a few of their songs. They're kind of more in the modern metal era, but I know that didn't really say much because most of what you
right?
react to is modern. I
Yeah,
know, don't know exactly how to describe it, but I guess we'll find out.
I wasn't actually recording.
Wow, amazing.
All right, so this this is Era. You want to know why we're laughing, but
Centuries of traditional life force flowing through our fingertips. Spirits of our ancestors guiding our lives. So we have to lift it, we never let the fuse, we need to loosen our minds with endearing wisdom and the passion of warriors. Alone, stranger, welcome to silence. Uprooting tempest in the skin of our main base. For stainless steel. It's a useless playing kind of passion. Of the heroine, we willing martyrs will die to grant our people the better days. Orphanate the best. Through conflict on our soil. Orphanate the best. Cowards who sink upon the way. Orphanate the
So I figured it out now.
okay.
I know what word, what genre, what subgenre it is. It's metalcore.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see a bit of the gent
Okay,
the gentiness.
I was gonna use that word. I was gonna say I figured it out. It's gent. And I should have known that. I knew that, but I didn't want to say that because I feel like some people are gonna like say I don't know. You know
I,
that magic word gent
yeah.
kind of just like brings people together.
Yeah.
So
All right. So far, I'm not really hating on the song. It's not terrible. It's got some like catchy parts to it that like I'm like, oh yeah, the vocalist, one of the vocalists is it's kind of all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, he he actually kind of sounds like Tatiana, or
yeah, I can see that
like he
that style.
like he wishes that he could scream like Tatiana.
Ooh.
That's a joke. He's good. He's brutal. Um, but then you got that other guy that and this is just personal preference. I hate that style of singing in music. That's why one of the main key elements why I don't get into this style of music is that high like guy like sounds like high school boys trying to like
Maybe when you find out that I'm dead, you realize.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to just
I get it. It took me a while to get used to it too, coming out of kind of like that when you're used to like that death metal phase where there's like no cleans at all, and
right.
then you get into this. So it did take me a while.
But I mean, like even with cleans, I mean, there's particular tones and resonance and like pitches that are different. Like
Yeah.
with bands like this, it's like just high, almost like generic sound. It's like so many of them sound exactly the same. It's like, wait, is that the singer for this band, 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 or this band, because you can't tell. But then you've got like really distinct, clean vocals that you can be like, that is so and so, and it's not. They've got a unique, like a certain depth to their voice and something that sets them apart. That's what I don't like about these particular types of cleans in bands, because it's like they go for the same exact sound. Because I think they're trying to fit into that box, into that label. They're not trying to stand out. They're like, oh, my favorite band is this, so I want to sound just like them.
I see that. I don't. I feel like for some people, obviously, I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like some people, they don't necessarily fit in that box or make themselves fit in that box. That is kind of just what reigns true to them. So it's not like, oh, we want to sound like Erra, let's do this. But
Right.
I think that's just naturally like what they gravitate towards, and that's their sound.
Well,
And
yeah.
it's just becoming like, that's what I meant by like modern metal.
Yeah.
Because I didn't exactly know how to describe it, so that's kind of where it's headed at this point. But of course, it's metalcore.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's like, yeah, gravitating towards a sound or like, being influenced by a sound, it makes total sense. I mean, it's like your influences will often
Shine
be
through in
conveyed. Yeah, like a lot of people were like, would say that they think I'm influenced by Slayer as a guitarist because I have a lot of very Slayer-esque riffs and scales and stuff, which makes sense because I did grow up loving the shit out of Slayer. Um, but I mean, just sound-wise, I feel like there's always something you can do to like just separate yourself from the mold, just even if just a little bit, something that makes people be like, this band, they're this category, but they're different.
Right.
It's kind of like, not to make it a ginger thing, but
Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know really anyone that sounds like Ginger.
right.
So I totally understand.
But yeah, I mean the setting is different. I like the trees and the lights, the color scheme. With all the weird lines and just normally I'm all about like jump cuts and like just flashes and shit, but I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, I'm gonna watch some more of it.
Looking on brother's skin, falling on all damnation. Legendary malevolent creatures, seize souls to devour. Shapeshifting monstrosities, threatening their teeth. Fuck! Warrior bloodlines flow through me. Brace for stainless steel. Useless by anger and passion. Of the arrowwood, an omnipotent stranger appears. Responds battle with thunder in his words. I am the silence and piercing sound. Keep me close to you now. I am the shadow that takes the mound and paints me. When you feel the heat of the crushing moment, stand by me and never feel alone. I am the silence and piercing sound. I am the night. Breaking the walls that barricade our passion. Crushing fear. I am the shadow that blackens the moon. Alone, stranger.
Okay, two things. Did he just say Satan?
You know what? I'm not even listening to the vocals.
I swear it's not. He said Satan. If he did, then I gained a little bit more respect for him. But B, I had already actually gonna. That was the second thing I was gonna say is I've gained a little bit more respect for them. Um, I mean, not that I disliked them to begin with. They were just elements that I
Mhm.
disliked, but some of the things that I kind of was not feeling at first, now I'm kind of like, oh, well, that actually sounds fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
I normally wouldn't like that, but like the genty the genty part where it's like dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. Okay, so that sounded the tone of the guitar and the preciseness with the kick drum.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking studio as shit.
Yeah, but that's
It was
what
tight.
that's what the genre is.
Right.
Like that's literally what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that shit was tight.
Yeah.
And that was like the second decimation, that breakdown that we did that was kind of genty and that.
Yeah.
In the studio, it's like, we cut the tail end off the guitar like on
Yeah.
each dun, 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 so it was like perfectly in line with the kick drum
Yeah.
and waveform, so it had that effect. Not proud. But I mean, it was cool though. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then even the clean vocals, there were
You're warming up
slight
to it.
there were slight variations from what I was imagining in my head of other bands that I don't like. There were certain little aspects, and the fact they had he had the high pitched guitar riffs or leads going on simultaneously, and then you got this dude coming in.
Yeah. Balance.
It gave a depth and complexity to that whole chorusy kind of thing. So I'm not disliking it at all. Like, I'm kind of, I could see myself jamming out to this in my car.
What?
Yeah, and you know that it's,
Yeah.
if I'm willing to listen to it in the car while I'm driving.
Right.
So, if this was I was about to say smash or pass.
Play.
That's it? I guess so.